Yeah, it's this one here. I left the left. Here we go.
So for a long time, I thought the left was my home. They talked about justice and human. So for a long time, I thought the left was my home. They talked about justice and human rights, things I genuinely believe in. And as someone who's gay, Iranian, Jewish, the son
Pick a struggle.
of immigrants, I thought this was where those values actually lived. That all fell apart for me in 2022 after the murder of Mahsa Amini, when Iranians were being killed for fighting for basic freedom. And all of those voices that never seemed to shut up about justice, all of a sudden just seemed to disappear.
Listen to that again. Sorry, I spoke over it. I want to repeat this.
Amini, when Iranians were being killed for fighting for basic freedom. And all of those voices that never seemed to shut up about justice, all of a sudden just seemed to disappear. Then October 7th happened, and anti-Semitism exploded under the guise of anti-Zionism. Now watching what's
Abso-fucking-lutely. And sometimes I even feel uncomfortable making Jew jokes because I'm worried that, like, I don't hate Jews. Sorry, guys. I know. I'm woke, right? But I don't hate Jews. Well, actually, if I was woke, I'd hate them too. But anyway, maybe I'm just normal, right? I don't really hate Jews. But, like, sometimes I feel like I make jokes about it, and there's so many detrimental and negative jokes about Jews now that it's almost like the problem that I have about it is the same as the problem with the jokes about white people, where it's okay to make negative and, like, degrading jokes about white people, but, like, how much of that is really fair when, like, I have no problem making Jew jokes, but why can I only make Jew jokes? Does that make sense? Low-hanging fruit? Yeah, I guess so. It's imbalanced? Yeah, it's imbalanced.
Happening in Iran today, watching people risk their lives on the streets, I keep asking myself the same question I asked in 2022 and in 2023, which is, where the fuck is everybody?
Yeah, great question.
Where are they? Because the people showing up for Iranians right now are the ones the left warned us about. The people who we're told are anti-justice are the ones speaking up for justice in Iran.
That's right. It's what I said before. They don't hate the fascists. They want to be the fascists.
And the ones who are supposedly the arbiters of justice are completely silent.
That's
right. You know who's going hard for Iran right now? Israelis and Jews. And for most of the left, the optics of their trendy hatred of Israel matters more than solidarity with the people of Iran who are risking their lives in the bravest ways imaginable. Walking away from...
Absolutely fucking cooked. Completely agree. Let's replay that.
Completely silent. You know who's going hard for Iran right now? Israelis and Jews. And for most of the left, the optics of their trendy hatred of Israel matters more than solidarity with the people of Iran who are risking their lives in the bravest ways imaginable.
Unfathomably fucking based.
Walking...
Like, the thing is that... Yeah, and it's like, it's a Jew. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, they totally expose the left's message. They have. I can't imagine... Like, I can't imagine being a left-wing person right now and not thinking that I'm an idiot. I mean, do I have to go down the list again? You're supporting dictators that are killing their own people, that have caused one of the biggest, most massive refugee crises in modern history. You're defending Venezuelan gangs. You're defending MS-13 gangs. You're defending literal terrorist organizations who rape and kill their own people, not to mention foreigners that they disagree with. You're supporting, let's see, illegal aliens. You're supporting burning down random people's cars. It's basically... It's almost like whatever they pick, the good option is the other one. Somalian fraud from people that are... And this is the craziest thing about the Somalian thing, is that you listen to them talk about their own country, and this is like, I'm Adolf Hitler. Like, holy shit. Well, we don't want any of these people. They're not pure. We don't want Kenyans in our country. We got to get rid of them. And then they come to America and they're like, okay, well, you've got to accept and understand everybody. And you know, like, we love diversity here. And, you know, we don't want to have this be like the Nazi Germany or something. They're literally cosplaying revolutionaries on the streets of Minnesota while ignoring the mass murder of actual revolutionaries in Iran. Despicable. Exactly. Yeah, imagine thinking that you're trying to fight a revolution in America whenever you're standing in front of police cars screeching like a banshee. Meanwhile, you have people in Iran that are out there trying to fight for their fucking freedom, and you're ignoring it entirely so you can keep insulating Somalian fraudsters from being deported. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. You think about it. Oh my God. It's because of Trump. They can't handle him doing anything remotely good. So anything he says or does, they're immediately against. They are. The left doesn't support that. You're globalizing political preference. Even if I voted for Trump, that doesn't mean I support all of his policies. I think that they overwhelmingly do. And I think that there is a big difference between not supporting something and then not talking about it. They don't even talk about it. Like, so, like, I don't care really if they support it or not. If you're not going out there and you're not promoting this stuff, and, you know, like, these are people that are outspoken about everything. They're crying about everything, but then you're not crying about this. I wonder why. Chat, is Zach anti-Jew or does he love Jews? It depends on the Jew.
Walking away from the left didn't mean walking away from justice. I still believe in LGBT rights, in women's rights, in equality, in freedom. And that's exactly why I won't stop fighting for Iran. Yep. And you know what? The people of Iran don't even need the American left's permission to demand freedom. They're demanding it anyway, because a real fight for justice doesn't stop to ask who you voted for or if you're a Zionist. They simply don't have that privilege.
Man. Absolutely fucking cooked. I am so happy to see this. I think that people are finally starting to realize that a lot of this, like, posturing that these people have is just purely, like, totally self-serving bullshit. And they're woke as fuck. Yeah, exactly. And these people are coming at it from the most profound level of privilege, opportunity, advantage that anybody could possibly have. But they're going out there acting like it's a huge problem, and all these little things are happening. And yeah, bro didn't cook. He made a whole banquet. Yeah, I'm very glad to see this. I left the left. I didn't change my values. The left abandoned them. Yeah, they never had them in the first place, right? They didn't. Free Palestine people when anyone else is trying to be free. I am Adolf Hitler. The real number. And you have this girl. Look at this here. The UK-based Iran National reports that the conservative estimates are nearly 2,000 protesters that are killed in Iran over the last 48 hours. And then she goes and says the real number is 6 million. Man. How about that? Yep, I can't stand her. I know. And this is just another person that's advocating for another level of political Islam, an oppressive regime, something like that. Where Charlie Kirk, yeah, I get, well, this is what he said about it.